I have to bring this up because it's important, folks. It's important to understand how how a narrative the media sets can be ingrained in somebody's head. I was having a discussion through instant message the other day with somebody, and they made a comment about, well, Trump, Trump, led the insurrection on January 6th. I said, no, he didn't. He actually said, we're going to march peacefully and patriotically to let our voices be heard. And he responded. He said, no, he said that 3 hours after the insurrection. No, he said that at the speech before they marched to the Capitol. And I said, the fact that you don't know that, is that not a problem to you? Check it out.
I know that everyone here will soon be marching over to the Capitol building to peacefully and patriotically make your voices heard. Today we will see whether Republicans stand strong for integrity of our elections.
And then there's good people on both sides. There was a protest going on where they were taking down a statue. And there were some neo-Nazis and there were some white supremacists that showed up to cause violence. They were there to cause a problem. And Trump said in a speech shortly after that, there were good people on both sides. Now, what the media wants you to believe, and they pounded this for 3 years, folks, they wanted you to believe that Trump meant there's good people on both sides. I mean, there's good neo-Nazis and white supremacists. No, that's not what Trump said. Oh, he said there were fine people on both sides. 10 seconds later, he said, now I'm not talking about the white supremacists or the neo-Nazis. He said they should be condemned. And here it is.
But you also had people that were very fine people on both sides. And I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists, because they should be condemned totally.
So when Trump said that there were good people on both sides, he was talking about the people that were there to protest. People were there to protest the taking down of the statue, and some wanted the statue to stay. He said there's good people on both sides. I mean, it was a debate. It was something that we could have a discussion about. There are good people on both sides of that issue. He wasn't talking about the neo-Nazis or the white supremacists. Did you know that? Did you know that the media knew that 10 seconds after he said there were good people on both sides, he then went on to clarify? And why didn't you know that? Because the media, they're a bunch of liars, folks. They lie, they cheat, they manipulate, they gaslight. They are not telling you the truth. Just like this whole Don Lemon thing. Don Lemon was not at that protest when they barged into that church to protest. He wasn't a journalist. He wasn't there doing journalistic work. He helped organize the event, and they have proof of it, folks. I promise you. The problem Don Lemon has is he didn't shut up. Oh, he went on interviews afterwards. He talked about it a lot. He was so proud of what he did, and he said things that are going to be played in court. That's going to convict him. Because there's no question he was not acting as a journalist. You can't break into a church to protest like that. That's illegal. That's specifically illegal. For the same reason I can't barge into Don Lemon's home with a group of people and protest in his living room. Do you think he'd have something to say about that? That's how that works, folks. You don't, Don Lemon's rights as a journalist ended when the rights of those people began. Period. End of story. And no matter what you heard today in the Sunday morning press and this fake outrage where these commentators, these people go on the news and they just lie to you. They lie. And why do they do it? Just like they did it with the whole insurrection thing, the way they did it with there's good people on both sides, they get that stuck in people's heads. And it's hard to get it out. Because most of those people aren't going to follow up. Most of those people aren't going to watch podcasts like this. They're not going to ever know the truth. It's just what they've been told over and over and over again by media that they trust. They still trust. For some godforsaken reason, they still trust. Anyhow, you could trust us here, folks. It's the whole truth. We will always bring you the truth as we know it. If we make a mistake, or we say something that's out of line that turns out to be wrong, we will correct it immediately. God bless, friends. Stay safe. Give me a follow. Give me a like. I'd appreciate your help, and we'll see you soon.